Fairy tales have long captured our imagination, serving as vessels for folk tales and folklore to be passed along from generation to generation. These fairy tales often share common themes and similarities, including the use of magic, a dark forest, an evil stepmother, and morals or lessons to be learned. The earliest printed version of Hansel and Gretel can be traced to 1634, but it wasn't until it was collected by the Brothers Grimm and published into a collection known as the Grimm's Fairy Tales that it gained popularity. The operatic version we know today by Engelbert Humperdinck, not to be confused with the 20th century British pop singer who was named after him, was premiered around Christmas time in 1893. The genesis of how the opera came about is quite interesting. Originally, it began as merely a simple staging of Christmas songs that Engelbert's sister, Adelaide Vett, requested for her children. However, as the project progressed, Humperdinck began to see its potential for a full-scale opera. Greatly inspired by the German composer Richard Wagner, Humperdinck used similar features in his own work, including thick orchestration, light motifs, which are recurring themes in connection to particular characters and emotions of the story, and German folk tunes. It is also interesting to note that Humperdinck composed music for a scene change in Wagner's opera Parsifal. While it was never performed, it signifies Wagner's trust in Humperdinck's compositional talent and how influential the composer was on Humperdinck. The opera Hansel and Gretel softens and romanticizes many of the original elements to Brothers Grimm's version, adding an ado fairy and a sandman, exchanging the siblings' evil stepmother with their birth mother, and resurrecting the gingerbread kids in the witch's cottage following her demise. As the work was premiered in 1893 around Christmas time, it has become a tradition to be performed around the holidays. Popular mainstream culture has added to this cultural icon, with many stores including gingerbread houses, cookies, and assortment of candies for decoration. We will be sharing more about the opera at our pre-concert talk at 1 p.m. on December 9th. But for now, we hope you've enjoyed this short informational session. We hope to see you at the performance.